Hero MotoCorp, Mr. Vikash Kumar, Lead Hero for Startups, Mr. Harsha Pai, Head Product Engineering and Architecture with us today. They will share their expertise on the future of mobility, focusing on innovative and sustainable solutions for Bharat and the world. Let's give them a warm welcome and dive into this insightful discussion. Welcome, sir.
Looks like people have decided to do a mass bunk from the roadshow itself. Okay, no worries. Those who are here, warm welcome to all of you. I am Utkarsh, and it's a pleasure to be here representing world's largest two-wheeler manufacturer. So I'm representing Hero MotoCorp, and I am accompanied by amazing members from my team, who happens to be half of the audience in this hall. Okay, so let's start. What are we doing here, and why are we here? So there are 2-3 things that we wanted to convey, we wanted to touch base, and as part of this roadshow, what we will try and cover in next possibly 1.5 hours is how Hero for Startups is going to work with the regional hubs. When I say regional hubs, what I mean, sorry guys, I think there is the voice from the other room is also. Otherwise, it would be double learning for the audience here. Okay, someone said thank you there. Let's quickly cover whatever we can till the time next speaker is coming. Okay. No, it's okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, at Hero, we have always believed that pushing the status quo is one of our main job. When I say one of our main job as an organization, how many of you know, I mean, this round, people know Hero MotoCorp? Everyone knows it. And we have been there since 1984. I have a slide which talks about our timelines. But eventually, what is that one thing that we have done over years, and we have done it beautifully? And that one thing is pushing boundaries. Whether it's collaborating with that time world's pioneer in engineering, Honda, or eventually coming up with first 4-stroke engine, or collaborating with the new age generation modern best like Harley Davidson. Hero has always been pushing boundaries when it comes to collaboration and co-creation. So today we will cover what all themes we are here for, what are the benefits that startups will get as part of Hero for Startups. We have someone specially traveling who is heading our digital platforms, who will talk about what are those themes in detail and how startups can solve. Whether it's you or someone you know, please pass on the messages to these guys. Okay. So this is a very old picture. I mean, this is a picture when we covered 1 lakh, when we sold the first 1 lakh units, and the journey has been beautiful since that time. The entire organization has not seen back from that day. And I have a couple of questions just to check what do you feel in terms of numbers which we have achieved over years. So the first one, take a random guess, guys, except Bavil, because he was my moderator yesterday, so he knows this answer. Take a wild guess how long Hero has been retaining world's largest two-wheeler position. Random guess, yeah. 25 years, very soon. So now since you have almost answered it. So it's 23 years in a straight row in which Hero MotoCorp has achieved world's largest two-wheeler manufacturer when it comes to motorcycle and scooters. Whatever number this is, 23 in itself is a huge testament and is a huge advocate of what market leadership position we have achieved over a period of time. Okay, let's take another guess. What's our collective customer strength? Take a random guess, guys, in millions. 100 million? Sorry. No, reliability of product is okay. But what's our customer strength, cumulative customer strength in numbers? Let's say 50 million, 60 million. How much? 50 million? Anyone else? No? You guys have not seen this year's IPL bidding looks like. This number is outdated by roughly about 4 million. So as of today, we have sold 120 million vehicles globally. Just to help you understand, there are very rare organizations which have achieved a penetration of 120 million customers in whichever segment they are. I'm when I'm saying this with all responsibility, I'm also quoting the organizations which are beyond automobile. So if an organization which has achieved this feat, what I'm trying to prove that the strength, the customer resilience which we have is something which we have not achieved overnight. And this journey has been, this 40 years of journey has been amazing. Whether starting in 1984, when the first Hero Honda product came, to 2024, when we have recently launched our latest product. And in EICMA, those who follow EICMA, there are a couple of unveils, additional unveils, which we have done. But in India, our latest launch was Maverick, which we have launched this year, earlier, mid-year. So since 1984 to 2024, this journey has been amazing. Whether working with Harley or working with Zero, each and every step has given us a collaboration and co-creation opportunity. And I think these guys have requested we'll also share the slides with all the participants who are attending, so that it also helps you to retain what we are solving for. Harley, I already spoke about Harley, what the work that we are doing. If you go outside, a little more outside than this place, then you will find our corner there with Hero. It has a couple of Harley vehicles in emerging mobility zone. And you will also find Vida there, which is our EV product being displayed there. Zero Motorcycles, our collaboration with Zero is solving for the gap which India as an economy has and as a market which we have for the electric motorcycles. So all the people who are bike enthusiasts who love to drive motorcycles, but they don't have an option of driving in electric motorcycles, very soon you are going to have a product which is reliable, which is dependable. This is a depictory picture. This picture is of Zero Motorcycle. Idea is that this is not a product that we are working together. Idea is that we will come. Our teams are working, and Harsha, I think you will talk about it. No, the work. MBU is not there. I can take that up. So when it comes to platform and when it comes to different form factors, idea is that Hero is working on different form factors with our partners to come up with different models eventually. And you will, so all of you know, Hero has been the first automobile organization on ONDC. Amazing work which was done by our digital team. Few of you know Rima was supposed to be here, but so Rima heads our digital entire digital ecosystem. Amazing work was done by that team, and Harsha is here in case if you want to know anything more about what was this, what can this unlock for you guys. Please catch up with him post these sessions. Okay, so what from here onwards, what's the future of mobility looks like? Can I have 2-3 buzzwords, those who know what future of mobility looks like? Sustainable, someone said? Yeah, Bhavel? sorry, safety, yeah. Okay, so one, I mean, yes, there are two words which starts with S. The third one I can give, which is shared. Within the shared mobility space, and with our Hero Hatch, we have an internal program called Hero Hatch from an innovation standpoint, where we uh, help our employees to come up with the ideas and eventually make those ideas big and make ensure that it takes a shape of a full-fledged business model. So Fredo has been our platform for shared mobility. It is India's largest two-wheeler rental platform, which is working in registration with different governments. These guys have penetrated 12 states across. They have more than 30,000 vehicles which are running up and live as part of their platform. So they are also, and then there are locations which these guys have penetrated, which are remotest locations of the country when it comes to shared mobility. So, solving for personal mobility to solving a shared mobility, you have seen how Hero has been delivering on different levels. That's the cumulative story so far, driving innovation and empowering growth. And this growth is not just for us. This growth is for India. This growth is something which we have delivered over past 40 years. So, why we are here, why all of us have traveled, and why we want to speak and get in touch with each one of you. Because we are bringing new opportunities. These new opportunities are not just for you as a startup, it's also for us to work with you. So, it's a co creation, collaboration opportunity that we are coming up with. And the name of the program is Hero for Startups. Hero for Startups is our flagship accelerator program, which got launched a couple of days back at our Gurgaon plant in NCR. And to talk more about this, I would want Vikas, who is leading this entire initiative, to please join. Vikas, you can take it up. I'm here, but we'll just.
First of all, I thank Utkarsh and the whole team being here. And yeah, so as Utkarsh told that we launched this program day before yesterday in Gurgaon, our plant, and this is the first time we are privileged to be in Kerala to announce this program. This is our first interaction with any state, and bringing this program externally. Now, before I begin with explaining this program, just a few questions. How many of you are a startup or from startup ecosystem? Okay, a startup. Okay, okay, all of you are startups. Okay, great. So, and anybody from the ecosystem? Yeah. Okay, all from startups. So great. So, introducing this program to you is our privilege, because A, you will learn about the program, and B, you can take this word out and tell about this program to anyone who can be a part of this. So, shall we begin? Okay, so this is the basic version and vision of the program. So why?
Wait, Vikas, let me go back. Yeah. I think there's some issue. Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. So, this program, Hero for Startup, is a pioneering initiative of Hero MotoCorp. The whole idea is to collaborate and co-create solutions with, startup who are interested in creating solutions, not only in mobility. When you think of Hero, first thing comes into your mind is mobility. But this transcends beyond mobility. This is mobility. This is deep tech. This is a lot of things are related to technology, and we are going to talk about it, one by one. But the whole idea is to talk about, bring this program to the startups so that we can foster innovation, we can collaborate with state startup, we can accelerate growth, and also one of the most pioneering piece of this program is build sustainability. Why sustainability? Because we are building solutions for the future and not for now, considering the climate change and what the world is going through. Now, there are three major, and this is the most biggest takeaway of this program. Whenever you are going to talk about this program to, if you are going to apply or if you are going to talk about this program externally, these are the major takeaways. And first is, if you get selected through this program, we are, this is an opportunity to co-create solution with Hero MotoCorp. And as Utkarsh mentioned, this is a mega myth of a company. We are talking about the world's biggest two-wheeler manufacturing company in the world. So the proof of concept which are going to create are paid for, and the funding, the grant which we have for is 5 CR. The second thing is, these POC may lead to full integration into Hero product and market exposure. And how many, as Utkarsh was talking about, how many motorcycles, how many products we sell. So if any of the POCs gets integrated into the Hero product, then there is a massive chance of market exposure. And third, ecosystem. So ecosystem, we are partnered with almost some of the best state ecosystems in India, and also a lot of corporate partners. We have banking partners, and also a lot of opportunities to get access into a lot of services which comes with this program. So you get opportunity to work with the whole ecosystem. Yeah.
Additionally, ecosystem is also outside Hero MotoCorp, what we have created together, as Vikas said, but internally, the network of Hero in itself is so huge that it can help all startups to grow from a different format. How? We own world's largest dealer network. Let's take a random guess how many dealers we have in India. Anyone in the room? 14 lakhs? No, I'm talking about dealers, the one who are selling our vehicles, our products. Guys, 1,000 plus? I wish to touch that number very soon. Right now we are 968. So 968 dealers across country. I think that's the huge network what we are talking about when it comes to market access. Our supplier base has grown to more than 5,000 suppliers in list A. So again, not today, maybe later in the day when we'll meet, I can help you with what different types of initiatives we are running with these. So idea is that any startup which is coming to work with us will get 100% ecosystem support internally from Hero, and obviously with our network partners and ecosystem which are available for us. Next.
Yes. One of the...
Because
yes.
you may have to come closer.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the major things which startups struggle with, apart from, the obvious question is funding, and, we need monetary support, is mentorship. So here, when any startup gets through this program, there is a massive opportunity to get mentored by a Hero leader, a Hero leadership. And that is a great opportunity to have. Like, if I had to join such a program, I would definitely take this just for the mentorship session and not for the funding. Yeah. Also, the picture you see here is Center of Innovation in Jaipur, and it is one of the biggest mobility technology innovation center in the world. So a startup get opportunity to get access to facility, to advance facilities in R&D and research and development with Hero. And last but not the least, we cannot overemphasize on the fact that you can leverage the 40-year-old operational excellence of Hero. Okay, now most importantly, and this is what you can look at. I know this slide may confuse you and it looks very complex, but when we come at the end of it, there is a QR code. You can scan through it and you can go to our microsite, and there are all the information available. But here, this is very, very important. These are the problem statement and these are the focus areas for this program. They are total 18 in number, and this includes not only mobility, but it includes almost all of tech, which includes AI, AR, VR, machine learning, material science, EV tech, and so on and so forth. And also, most importantly, sustainability.
So Harsha will talk about in detail few of these areas. The idea is from both lens upstream and downstream of our entire value chain, we invite startups to solve for everything. For example, I met someone who was solving for hydrogen yesterday. I think you are solving for it. New age fuel materials is anything that we would love to hear more. New age materials, both from a product standpoint, is also one of the priority for any organization, including Hero. Largely, if you think case which stand for connected, autonomous, secured, shared, or sustainable. Take anything for S and electric. That remains our priority, and even beyond it, things like LLM and machine learning, which Harsha is going to talk in a bit, are going to be one of our priority areas for the first cohort of Hero First startups.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
So I would like to, thank you for giving me the opportunity, Utkarsh. The focus here and all the details are available on the microsite. The information will be available at the end of it. Please do spread the word, or if you are interested, please do apply. Thank you, and
Thank you. Thanks, Vikas. It was his debut for Hero on the stage. So another round of he deserves another round of yeah. So thank you. Now I would like to invite my friend Harsha. He to take up the further discussions with on certain themes.
All right. Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Harsha. I'm from a function within Hero which we call as DIT. So DIT stands for Digital and IT. And what we do within this function is we solve for all of the digital technology, software and IT needs that the company has. So we touch the complete life cycle, starting from our customers, right to our employees in our R&D centers. We solve for all of those. All right. So, some of you might be thinking, right, Hero has been here for 40 years. Why now? Why have we started this program for startups right now? Anyone wants to take a guess as to why now? Wild guess. No?
That's the future. Guys, maybe
Yeah.
if you have additional mics by any chance, can you pass it on to the audience?
Yeah, if you have a handheld mic, that'll be good.
You also need one?
Yeah. Can I have a handheld mic if you have? Hello?
Yeah. Use this, Harsha. This is forward, this is...
Okay, yeah, the future is bright, but mainly why now is because we are in the midst of a massive revolution. And what do you think that revolution is? What is the buzzword right now? Yes. So, many years ago, we went through this revolution of computers. None of us had computers in our homes, right? And today we have computers in our pockets, which is enabled by internet, and we've got the cloud. We went through all of these revolutions, and we've seen the benefit that it has given all of us. Now we are here, we are in the artificial intelligence age, and AI is expected to add, 15.7 trillion US dollars to the global economy. It's already a part of all of our lives. It's going to come in more and more. So obviously, as a company who's a leader in mobility, we also want to do more. We want to leverage this and do more in the AI space. There's a second reason for why now, and that second reason is because we are again in the midst of a digital revolution in India, right? So Digital India has taken up in a big way. I mean, UPI is like, people from abroad who come and look at UPI, they are mesmerized by what it is. And it's all enabled and backed by the government. Quick commerce, I don't think any other country in this world has commerce at its fingertips like India does. So again, it's expected to expand rapidly. The number of internet subscribers, huge numbers. This number is bigger than a lot of companies' populations put together. And obviously the government support, right? Government is enabling so much for all of us. It makes our job much more easier to grow, right? So we are running everything on the back of all of this. And, what does it mean for Hero specifically, right? We want to take our vehicles to the next level. We want them want them to be, smart vehicles or smartphone on wheels, if you want to call them so. In the past year and a half, we have done a lot of digital solutioning in our organization. A lot of intelligent automation, business processes have improved. We've saved so much time and money, which we have been able to utilize in doing bigger and better things. We want to look at new streams of revenue, whether it is the aggregator business, rentals, point-to-point applications, subscription-based applications, all of this. And we want to go from just looking at information to actually looking at insights, right? This is what we are aiming for. Now, before I get into a little bit more detail, this is quick structure as to how we are, quick slide on how we are structured within the DIT organization in Hero. So we have a product team and platform teams. Product teams are the one who envision the product. They come up with the roadmap, they take it forward, they drive our business in terms of digital and all of this. And platform teams are our own internal engineering teams who enable these products. So we've got all of these platforms that are currently there. And one of the things that Utkarsh mentioned was that you will have access to this ecosystem if you come on board. We've got some really talented people, very well experienced, some of the very reputable names in the industry working for us. So you'll have access to all of this in addition to the funding that you will get.
Sorry, Harsha, maybe one slide back. This also gives you a glimpse of what all additionally you can solve for. For example, TMS is something which you won't find in the larger themes, but it will fall within the connected ecosystem. And if any one of you is solving for these themes, we are happy to have you and hear you in terms of what you bring on table. Additionally, app and web development is very abused terms. I know a lot of startups don't feel pride in saying now that they are into web development and app development. But if there is anything that you are doing which decreases the entire timeline of app development by multifold, please come up, please reach out to us, and we would be happy to hear what your solution carries.
Okay. So in order to give you some more insights, right, I'll just quickly show you some of the work that we have done in different areas within Hero. So you can relate to it and then see if you have anything above and beyond that you can offer, right? So in our R&D system, R&D is all about confidentiality. They work with a lot of data. We have to ensure that there is absolute secrecy in sharing that data, access to that data. So we've built an entire ecosystem which actually caters to that, which we are calling it Hero Wisdom Sphere. We work with a lot of high performance computing in R&D because that's very essential. That's like bread and butter for them. We've been able to implement that new solution for them. In manufacturing, a lot of our plants have already gone to Digital Factory 4.0. We've got a lot of AI automation in our plants. We are looking at, using AI to do quality checks as well. So if any of you are working in computer vision or that area, which can help us do our vehicle quality checks in AI, that's one area that you can contribute to. Supply chain, again, a lot of automation has gone in. A lot of things we've optimized. Customer experience is another piece. We've come up with contextualized journeys. We are running our campaigns completely on the backbone of data and AI. So every single one of our customers get a, customized campaign when we are doing our sales, right? So that's helped us increase our sales through digital channels by a large margin. And also for our dealers and distribution network, right? So Utkarsh said, we have the largest dealer network. So we also have to ensure that our dealers are on board and getting help from some of these technologies. One of the unique things that we've done is we've come up with a Gen AI based customized sales pitch, which is called Jedi that you see here. So whenever you walk into some of our stores, based on your profile, using Gen AI, the salesperson is able to pitch you a sales which is more suitable for you. So it's completely customized in that way. We also mentioned we are the first automobile company to go live on ONDC. And then obviously all of this is helping us improve our operational efficiency. We are getting great insights. In fact, we just concluded our festive season during Diwali, and it was the best festive season that we ever had. And the entire operations was backed by data, intelligence, insights, and AIs for the first time in the company. So that really helped our sales teams to focus only on the sales and not worry about data and run around for it.
Harsha, do you want to check what's the understanding of our sales numbers in festive from this audience?
So festive is this 32-day period, right, which just starts before Navratri and goes on beyond the end of Diwali, Dhanteras. So it's a 32-day period, and we did our highest sales ever. So can any of you guess how many vehicles we sold? Wild guess.
And that also will give you a understanding of what volume you have to solve for. If you are onboarding,
Yeah, correct.
then that will give you a volume. 10 million? 1 million or 10 million? 1 million, which is roughly about 7.5 lakhs or 8 lakhs? No, sorry. 1 lakh, sorry, yeah. No, 10 lakhs, nah? Roughly 10 lakhs. No, we are a bit
with millions and crores.
Yeah, a bit more than that. Let's take another guess. 15 lakhs. Yeah, that was our
Closer.
sales last year. This year we closed 15.7,
15.98, close to 16 lakhs.
16 lakhs numbers this year, just in festive. So that's the volume that we are talking about. If we are onboarding any starter, we want you to come and solve for the volume which we are serving. We are not serving 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 vehicles. We are okay. I know I'm jumping in between. Another quick question. Let's take a guess in terms of operational efficiency. How much time we take one vehicle to be produced in our plant? And in terms of entire end-to-end process, in terms of minutes. A quick one. Finally, we got a mic to answer.
About an hour for a machine.
An hour?
Yeah,
Okay.
Total, like, means the from the casting process.
Okay. Anyone else? Guys, trim it down, please. An hour is 60 minutes. Trim it down. No one? It's 18 seconds. By the time I have finished this sentence, the vehicle is already being produced at my factory.
So every 18 seconds, a vehicle is coming out of the production line.
So that's the operational efficiency and speed. So we spoke about scale. This is the speed, which is the second S. By the time we'll end this session, you will have 4S from us. Harsha, over to you again.
Yeah. So I think some of these things have already been mentioned, right? The unique opportunity that we have compared to any other automobile OEM is this, what you see on the screen, right? 120 million user base, more than 9,000 touch points, close to 1,000 dealerships, and we've been in this business for more than 40 years. So that means we really mean business, right? And in DIT, you can see the three arms there. We work with a lot of data and AI, and this data and AI enables our digital products, which are used by our customers, dealers, and internal users. We are big on innovation with Utkarsh's help, right? So that's why we are here, part of this program. So this is a unique opportunity for all of you, right? And I think earlier I said being in India, AI revolution, working with Hero is probably one of the best opportunities that anyone can have. All right.
Okay.
So I think that's about it from me. Thank you. So I'll hand it back to Utkarsh.
Thank you so much, Harsha, for detailing this down. Guys, Harsha will be around for some time in case if you want to know what else we are doing on digital solutioning. He's your guy. So what Hero for Startup program timelines looks like. Right now we are in the phase 1, which is called for application and road shows. This is the first roadshow on 3rd of this month, next month, which is 3rd December. We'll be in Tamil Nadu, Chennai. 5th, we will be in Rajasthan, Jaipur. So that's how in next 60 days, we will travel to 30 cities of India just to get in touch with different startups who are solving for mobility and beyond. And why we are doing it? Because the solutions that we are getting from startups, and we have seen this over a period of time, that the solutions which we get from these startups are something which are very agile. They have the flexibility of delivering things in quick time, and eventually with this collaboration between Hero and startups, it will give us both a platform to learn and grow. So the next is onboarding. When I say onboarding, it's the selection process. We will handpick 15 of them. And these are the startups who are directly solving for our business problems. In the end, you will get a scanner and a QR for our microsite. Please go through that. There are problem statements listed. In case if you feel like that you are solving for one of them, please apply. Boot camps are something, and we have not spoken about it in detail. I'll take a minute. All of you know, every accelerator program provides these capability building exercises. Then what is additional that we are providing in boot camp? So this is the first time I would love to see in the world, but with the lack of understanding which I have on this is, at least I can claim, this is the first time in India that any accelerator is coming up with a very focused sustainability roadmap standpoint. What this means: anyone who will be selected at the onboarding phase, all 15 startups will get handpicked process understanding of what net zero's journey looks like. So no matter what you are solving for, we will bring the best of the consultants to help you build and your own net zero journey. Whether you want to start this year or probably 10 years down the line, that decision is yours as startup. We can't pressurize you to become a net zero, but we can definitely educate the larger world what this net zero journey looks like. POC development obviously is divided into 3 different phases. The first phase is very quick, what we are calling it H1, where the solutions are already available. We'll just collaborate and build in next 3 to 6 months. H2 is a mid to range of in terms of time, where we are solving for anything let's say 12 months duration, where we need some sort of co-development and co-creation to be done. And H3 is long time horizon. In case if you are solving new age materials, you are solving for alternative fuels, you are solving for LLM, all of those things which needs and takes a bit more time, all of those themes will go into H3, and you will work with our business teams to solve for that. So those 3 are the sub-bifurcations of the POC development, what we will do. Then obvious is evaluation, which we will do from a scale standpoint. Out of all solutions which we have, which all will scale and scale to the level where we want. Scale to a level where the solutioning can happen to all the vehicles which we are selling. And then obviously the final demo day and all of those things. In between, there are a few more beautiful surprises which team has planned in terms of leadership talks series, not just Hero oriented leadership, but one of the best names, few very limited names that you will get from industry, both from corporate world, sports world. All of those guys are going to be there in this journey to support you in building what you are trying to achieve. So overall, this program, the first cohort is roughly about 12 months. When I say 12 months, this entire timelines will take 12 months, but your individual solutioning will depend on which phase you are solving for. If your product is ready, if the requirement from business is mapping directly, then we can solve in next 3 months. You don't have to wait for 12 months to be onboarded. And that's another beauty of this program. You don't have to wait for 12 months to get a result out of it. You can get in probably in next 3 months. So, ladies and gentlemen, I spoke about the roadshow. I think there is some audio issue, but it's okay. These are the locations which we would be covering as a part of our roadshows. Today we have started our journey with the first one. This is the 5th one. Then we'll go back to Hyderabad T Hub, Ahmedabad IMA, Kolkata IMC, Mumbai Sign IIT Bombay, Bhubaneswar is their state association mission. Gangtok, if your friends are there in in Northeast, please let them know we would be coming there very soon. Mohali, Lucknow, Kanpur, this is my hometown. Goa has to be there because we love party. So we have to ensure that we go to certain places from where we have an additional day to just relax from the work that we are doing. So together, we are transforming mobility for Bharat and beyond. What this means? This means, and that's where my last S stand for, which is the scale, which means that we are solving for India because Hero is headquartered in India, but we are also solving for the world. A quick question: how many countries do you think Hero MotoCorp is present? And when I say present, in terms of selling vehicle, selling products. A quick one, no? 48 countries. So we are present in 48 plus countries, and the solutions that we are developing, the products that we are developing in India is for the world. And that's where we are saying, well, with all responsibility, that we'll try and solve for and transform the mobility for Bharat and beyond. You have not, I mean, there is one more beautiful innovation which is not here on slide. Please go back and read about what Surge is. Surge has been one of the most amazing outcome of our innovation so far. Innovation journey has been amazing for Surge. So please go and read about, a bit more about what it is. I'm in the end, I'm thankful to Kerala Startup Mission for arranging this place, for arranging all of you to here to. We have been very active in the ecosystem this year when the proposal came to us to sponsor Huddle. It was nothing less than an opportunity for us to start our road shows. So thank you, everyone. The next, I request all of you not to leave, because the next thing that we are going to have is something which we have pulled out very recently. I would want to invite an old friend, a friend who has been transformed into a new role very recently. Looks like this would be his first interaction post that. Second, okay, I missed that chance. I from next time I'll say this is one of the few interactions. So guys, we are going to have Mr. Panil Selvam with us. He is the CEO of Meaty Startup Hub. And he is going to talk about what technology can offer and how integrations with corporate, government institutions, and all of us can work together to ensure that we are transforming mobility for Bharat and beyond. So this was my time. Thank you so much for being such a patient listener, and hopefully looking forward to working with you all and meeting you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Utkarsh, and thank you, Hero MotoCorp. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for me to interact with the people who really matter in our ecosystem, the startups, and the entire Kerala Startup Mission for putting up this wonderful event. This is my third huddle. Last year I happened to be here as well in a different role. But this is as I said, probably the first official speech I'm making as the Chief Executive Officer of Ministry of Electronics and IT, which is MEITY, the CEO of MEITY Startup Hub in Delhi. And it's a Government of India initiative driving focused effort on deep tech, technology as a category for from the startups, and more importantly, enabler and kind of a custodian of growth for startups in the deep tech and tech space in the country. Prior to this, maybe why Utkarsh introduced me as an old friend. I don't know what the old part means, but definitely we go back a long way. I was also the Chief Innovation Officer of Technology Hub, T-Hub in Hyderabad. You might have heard of T-Hub, which is one of the largest innovation hubs. And there my role essentially was driving innovation in the entrepreneur, corporate innovation, and especially driving startups to work with large corporates to enable their or rather what we call market access program in the country. I am a firm believer that customer is your best investor, right? I don't know how many startups are there in the room. If you are a startup, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are somebody who is building business, I would always urge you to kind of run after your customers 100 times, 1,000 times, than running behind your investors 100 or 1000 times. Okay, because investors are smart people. If you have good customers, if you are building good company, if you are building a good organization, they will find you even if you are hiding in Timbuktu, right? Because they want their money to be multiplied, and they are betting on, they are kind of investing, looking to invest in good companies. And your job as an entrepreneur, your job as an investor, sorry, as a problem solver, is to build organizations that will serve your customers, that will solve problems for your customer base, and that will drive value, or rather create value and drive better quality of life for your customers. I think these are the fundamentals that an entrepreneur is looking up. And I was just talking in another forum, and then I was looking at why, what does it really, this is something that I've stumbled upon in recent times. Essentially three kinds of mindset I come across in an entrepreneurial journey. One is a self-employed mindset, right? That I need about 1.5 lakh a month. I will hire about 5-10 people, and I'm happy with what I have. I'll build this to a certain business. And then there's a businessman mindset, where you are betting on today. This train is moving fast, so I'll get onto that train. I will journey along, and tomorrow some other train will come. I will get onto that train, and I'll make money in that. That's the businessman mindset. The third mindset is actually what we call the problem-solving mindset, where you take a problem, you really solve it. It may not give you immediate return. It may not give you wealth and money and fame immediately. But if you stay at it, after 3 years, 5 years, you will crack it, and things will happen. And that's the power of entrepreneurship, or what you call solving problems, right? And for a nation like India, we need all the three. It's not like just one is important than the other. We need all the three. But all the common thing between all the three is the customer base, right? The most important part about thing is you have to serve your customers, and that's where the corporate accelerators and the corporate programs come in very, very important, become a very integral part of this journey, right? There are essentially only two class of customers for startups, right? First one being government, because government is the largest buyer of commodities, services. The second largest group, or probably even equal to government, is the corporates. If you don't have this, unless and until you are a D2C company, which is different, but essentially for all business to business companies, there are only two large customer groups, which is government and corporate, right? If you don't know how to be part of your, creating market access for the corporate side, as a B2B startup or a startup, you are negating a significant chunk of your customer base. So, and the corporates have also realized that it is very, very important to start engaging the startup ecosystem, create this platform of open innovation, and drive, building this, and drive and build this open innovation ecosystem to collaborate and co-create. That is something which is very, very important in the. So it's a mutual win-win situation. The startup gets a customer, and the corporate gets, what in otherwise it would take them years to build in terms of capability, or it would take millions of dollars to build in terms of capability, that they are getting almost at a fraction of a cost from collaborating or co-creating with a startup. So there is no better way to better win-win situation that I can think of than being part of this corporate accelerators and being part of the corporate innovation program. And needless to say, Hero has been pioneers in multiple things, right? They have literally led the way of mobility, especially individual mobility at rural India, and mobility that makes real value creation, and ability to improve the quality of life, not only at an urban level, but also at a tier 2, tier 3 city level, at a rural level, becomes a very, very important pathway. There's multiple things that the Hero team is doing, but the Hero for Startups is the newest initiative of theirs, which I can say proudly that I have a very small role in conceiving, or rather working with them in the initial stages in my previous role. It becomes a very, very important. So here you get 3 or 4 key things as startups. So I'm sure Utkarsh would have detailed it about, but essentially what you're going to get is fantastic mentoring. Right, amazing mentoring from industry mentors, professionals who are in the top game in there and practicing those on a day-to-day basis. So amazing amount of mentoring support that you will get. Second is, if you are a startup in a large organization like a Hero or a Maruti Suzuki, which incidentally I'm also on the advisory board, or any large company, it will take months for you to figure out who is the right person to even talk to, right? But when you go through a platform like Hero for Startups, they are doing the heavy lifting for you. They are going to reach out to you. They are going to shortlist your application. They are going to, reach out to you. They are going to, connect with you with the right program, with the right product team, with the right solutioning. So almost 60-70% of the heavy lifting that you need to do as a startup is actually going to be done by the innovation team. So it's a amazing opportunity. So you're going to get mentoring. You're going to connect to the right people within the organization, and more importantly, you're going to get to solve problem statements which Hero or any other corporate is kind of finding it challenging to solve within, or they feel that this can be solved better by collaborating with a startup or co-creating with a startup. So you get an amazing opportunity to build together. And the third element it's also I'm sure they have set aside, they have quite loaded, quite a lot of money. So they have set aside a lot of money to invest in the startups which they think they are worthwhile. So it is, that's something which I always say. Corporates are the best, among the investor class. Corporates are the best investor class or corporate venture fund, because they just don't necessarily put to you money more as a financial investor, but they also can create value. Imagine you are a startup, and Hero would have about 1,000 plus, or I don't know, maybe 2,000 plus dealers and distributors across the country. Even if you get 1/3 or 1/4 of that for your startup in terms of a location to put your product or service or showcase, then you are launched straight away into a new level of market access, right? So these are one amazing stuff a financial investor cannot give you, right? So it's equally important to drive it's equally important to be part of the corporate accelerators and the corporate innovation program. And last but not the least, it's also a brand like Hero to have on your credentials, and to be part of an organization like that, and you say, Hero is my customer, and which will open doors very easily in your competitions, right? You can go and say, I have my customer as Hero MotoCorp, and then it actually it opens doors for you in multiple other domains. So it is extremely heartwarming, and thank you the entire Hero team for having me here. And the most important part is I'm more thankful for them to actually put this program together, Hero for Startups. Actually, that will drive 2-3 key things. One is corporate innovation, opportunities for startups, and more importantly, getting them revenues and scaling them, which is the most important thing a startup can get, right? So on that note, and of course, one last thing that I would share, it's for the startups. It says, please do not look at it from a perspective, this is what I am building and this is some other use cases coming. No, I'm not going to try it out. Be open to building new POCs. Be open to use what is your core. If your technology is your core, be open to exploring adjacent areas. Be open to exploring new horizons within by doing a POC with the Hero Motor team, and then you never know something that you may not have thought about, that as a possible use case for your solution could become a wonderful product or an opportunity for you. I always give the example of Post-it note. I'm sure many of you would have read it. It was in the quest of finding the most strongest glue. They found the most weakest glue became the billions of dollars worth business for 3M, right? So you never know what really can come through these engagements and through these POCs. So it's extremely important to have an open mind, and that's why it's called open innovation. And for the corporate team here, the one suggestion I have, startups are not vendors or partners. Startups are solution thinkers. So you need to co-create with them rather than looking for plug-and-play solution, because that much amount of mentoring, that much amount of collaborative thought process is required. So if the expectation of the corporate is here, the startup is here, you need to come down a little bit. The startup will come up a little bit, and then there is meeting of minds and opportunities and exploration. So that is something that I have played I can say proudly, a very key role in my past role, and that is something I'm propagating wherever I go. So on that that note, thank you so much, the entire Hero team. Thank you, Utkarsh. Thank you, everyone, for having me. And wishing all the very best to the Hero MotoCorp, Hero team for Hero for Startups initiative, and on the startups, all the best to be part of this wonderful program. And I hope I'll get more opportunities to interact with you guys in Delhi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, PS Sir, for this comprehensive overview of the entire program. I would request Utkarsh to extend a token of gratitude to Sir.